Alrighty, so today we are going to be going over the brand new summon animations for the Cell banner. Now, this one is kind of fun because we have a unique character flying in, and that is going to be Cell himself. So right off the bat, that is going to be a fun start, right? You know, usually we don't see new characters flying in. Most of the time it is Goku. We did see Gohan flying in for the superhero stuff, but in this case, it's going to be perfect form Cell. So that is actually pretty cool. But the aim of today's video, I want to try and show you everything that I possibly can in order to explain everything we know right now about the Cell banner in specific. So there are going to be, like I said, brand new summon animations, and we will kind of show them a little bit right now. So you guys can see here, this is going to be Cell flying in. He is going to be the base character for every multi. Cell in specific is not going to mean anything in terms of like actually doing a multi. Like when you see Cell fly in, that doesn't guarantee anything. It just guarantees that you are doing a summon, I guess, but I'm sure that there is you guys know that is going to be the case. So now the next animation in this video is going to be the Time Machine. Now, for those of you who summoned during Worldwide 2023, you will remember that this was the substitute for the Whis animation. Now, typically what triggers this is going to be Trunks, right? Now, specifically, if it's Trunks and Gohan, I believe that means that it's when this was going on during Worldwide, this was a little bit tricky, right? Because sometimes Trunks by himself would not guarantee it, but I believe it's Trunks and Gohan would. So if you had Trunks and Gohan fly in, this is what you were going to be getting. But Trunks himself, just Trunks running in, is sort of like a Beerus and a Whis, but it is not always going to be a guarantee. So Trunks, the Time Machine, you guys have seen this one before, but it is going to look a little different this time because we are not going to be fusing at the end of it, right? So you guys can see here, you're going to get the rewind, very similar to how we've seen things, but Cell is going to go ahead and go again. So it's probably going to be a different voice line and all of that fun stuff. So that is going to be one of the animations you need to keep an eye out for. We've seen it before. You guys know how it works. It's just a Whis rewind, so that is going to guarantee that you do get a copy of the new Cell. We don't know who is on the banner yet, but please just keep that in mind. So as that one plays out, we can show you the next one. It's sort of the longer, bigger Kamehameha, right? We've seen that before. Now we can kind of move on a little bit. These are all just the basic fly-in animations. A Goku Black Rift is going to mean the same thing. The regular Rift is going to mean the same thing. So you guys know, guaranteed characters. Now, here's what we have on the sort of Super Saiyan transformations or the anime, like you guys know what I'm talking about, like the God animation, right? So we're going to have, I'm sure you guys can figure this out. We're going to have first form Cell, second form Cell, third form Cell, and or perfect Cell, excuse me, and then what is it? Super perfect Cell. You guys know what I'm talking about. So first form Cell right here. We have second form Cell right there. Perfect form right here. And then the evolved version after he comes back. I like the usages of old Dokkan art here. I think it would be kind of fun just to take a look at this, right? Where it's like, where did they get these, right? Like you guys know about this one right here. We know about that one right here. This is from the LR Cell, right? From the SSR. And then the next one is going to be this is an SSR for the Int one, I believe. Or it's the TUR version. I know it's one of the old characters, but this is going to be one of the animations that we need to keep an eye out for, right? So keep that in mind. Now, we are sort of, getting through all of these here, but that is going to look pretty normal. Now, the last thing we are going to show in this video is going to be, or for the animations, is going to be the screen cracks, right? The double screen crack is going to be sort of playing out as usual. These are everything that we need to know. So you guys might be wondering, what does this stuff mean, right? You guys know how most of it works at this point with summon animations. Now, let's go ahead and go over here to the fly-in characters, and this is going to be showing, so the assets in here, you guys can see there is a Cell Jr. on the top right. And then if we go up here, you're going to see that there's a Cell Jr. as well. That's interesting that he has a different pose. I don't know if that's going to be animated in the video, but then there's going to be multiple, and then there is Dr. Gero. So when it comes to combinations and stuff, I guess this would just kind of be like where they are on the screen. Yeah, I would imagine that's what that would be. But again, it is a little bit tricky because this is a bit raw, but I just want to get this video out now. But the fly-in characters we are going to have, these are going to be combos and stuff like that. Cell Juniors, Dr. Gero, stuff like that. We'll be able to kind of come back a little bit on this video later, and we can talk a little bit more about it in terms of what they mean, but we can talk about some of the other stuff, right? So those are going to be some of the fly-in characters. I'll be interested to see how this does end up looking in terms of like where things will be for like combos and stuff like that, like who's going to be flying in, stuff like that. So I'll be interested to see that, but we can kind of just let this play as I'm talking here. But so what does every animation in specific mean? We've already talked about specifically the sort of the Whis Rewind is going to mean the same thing. I'm sure Zeno is going to be in here, and then as well, there's going to be a Goku Black Rift, which is all going to mean that you did full Cell. There is a fusion animation on this banner, but I think it's just like a special voice line, or it's going to be gold text or something like that, because we did see something in the data where it's like, you know, you have to have like the trigger for the Dokkan Festival exclusive animation, right? And the same thing is going to be said right here, where if you do get this, it's going to be like if you see the Super Spirit Bomb, or if you saw the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or the UI Goku animation, right? This is basically what this has kind of turned into, right? With new summon animations. When we do end up getting these, it's no longer like 3 SSRs, right? Or 3 unfeatured SSRs. It typically tends to mean that you do get a Dokkan Festival exclusive or an LR. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes from here. Like, are they going to be using this for the sort of the part 2 banner? How long is this going to be staying moving forward? Are we going to go back to the anniversary ones and stuff like that afterwards? That is kind of TBD at the moment, but we do have a lot of fun stuff. So keep that in mind. The long Kamehameha is still probably going to exist. And then if we do end up getting this double screen crack right here, where Cell looks all excited and stuff like that, this is also going to mean that you do get a Dokkan Festival exclusive. So very exciting stuff here with the summon animations. It's always fun when they do stuff like this. Right now on Dokkan Info, this is not in the sort of, well, we would have to go to JP. Maybe it would be in there, right? So if we go over here, we go to banner animations. Nothing right now. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you what this stuff means, even if I clicked it, right? So like this would be right here, but it's just the fact that we don't have the data yet. So we would just have to wait and see for that, but we will be able to talk about it pretty soon in terms of who's going to be on the banner. So we can expect like a should you summon videos soon and stuff like that, but there we have it. So kind of just getting everything out of the way here to just kind of recap everything. The new summon animations, Cell flying in. We have a Whis animation, right? This is going to be the time rewind. This is also going to be guaranteeing you the new character. Let's go to the fly-ins. We have this. So this right here is kind of what I'm expecting. It's sort of tough to see, like, what does he even do? So it's like the rewind, I guess maybe he would become like, maybe the shading would change and he would have like lightning and stuff like that. I think that's sort of what we would see for the fusion animation, right? Because like we go right here and yeah, it's really tough to tell like what that's going to be, because it's all kind of raw in the data right now, and we will definitely see a little bit later, but the fly-ins are going to be the same. I'm sure Zeno is still going to be there, so don't expect too much like shocking unfamiliarity, lack of familiarity with the summon animations and stuff like that. But there we have it. So a bunch of new summon animations. Let me know down below. Let me just kind of close this out with don't summon on this banner. I can't imagine it's going to be anything insane. So please just save your stones. There's going to be better things coming, and Golden Week is right around the corner. And I promise you that there's I shouldn't say I promise, but there is a very good chance that this is going to be more exciting than this Perfect Form Cell. So let me know if you are going to be summoning. Again, I don't recommend that you do. How many stones do you have, and all of that fun stuff in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you were new, and I'll see you all in the next one.